So this is going to be something a little bit different. This will be my first ever spoiler review, meaning it's going to have full-on spoilers for the film Avengers Infinity War. It is a warning, if you haven't seen the film, don't watch this review. Alright, let's get into it. I felt Avengers Infinity War is a little bit disappointing, mainly because it's not very accessible. If you're someone who's never seen a Marvel film or superhero film, that opening sequence, you might understand that the Hulk is strong and that you fighting Thanos is really dangerous. You might get that sense of danger, but you won't know who Loki is. So when he gets killed, or Heimdall, you won't get any of that. It's not as accessible as, let's say, Black Panther. So that's definitely a minus. This is only strictly for Marvel fans who've seen most of the films leading up to it. You won't really get the whole story of Loki being, you know, a brother and then a traitor and then faking his own death, and then redemption in Thor Ragnarok, and then finally getting killed in Avengers Infinity War. I like the movie for the most part, except for the ending where Thanos snaps his fingers, mainly because all the deaths leading up to that finale are rock solid, like Loki, Heimdall, Gamora especially. That was a very heartbreaking scene. But the whole snapping fingers thing feels kind of false because a lot of characters die that you know have sequels, so you know they're coming back in some form, especially Spider-Man and Black Panther. They should have stuck to maybe some of the smaller characters. Oh, same with the Guardians, too. The Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is already confirmed, so they killed off everyone except for Rocket, so you know they're going to come back in some way, shape, or form. I was very shocked when Bucky died and then cutting out other characters, but when they started to do the big ones, you know that it's almost like one of those comic book deaths where they could come back later. I didn't like that because it felt a little unbelievable, even though a lot of people were shocked, you know, and they were sad at seeing Spider-Man disappear, and it just doesn't feel, for me, it doesn't feel like it has any gravitas, just simply because a lot of those deaths are fake. You know what I mean? It's like almost a non-ending. So I thought that was a big weakness of the film. The other film, everything else in the movie's fantastic. The visual effects, the fight scenes, the balancing 4 different storylines. You got Thor looking for the axe. You've got the Guardians trying to find the reality gem before Thanos. Then you've also got the Wakanda Resistance, and then you've got the Tony Stark group. I really like the clash of egos. The humor works really well. Except some characters don't get enough screen time, like Captain America barely did anything in this movie, same with Black Panther. In fact, anyone in the Wakanda base waiting for the attack didn't really do anything. I felt that the best scenes were Thor and his talk with Rocket, very emotional stuff, as well as the Gamora-Thanos theme. I liked how they gave Thanos a little bit more empathy rather than just Psycho that wants to kill everyone, or half of everyone. He actually has a reason. He has his sympathy. You can understand where he's coming from. And I noticed they tried to do that by making him more casual. He takes off his armor. He's got that sort of wife-beater-like t-shirt, pants that look like slacks. They're trying to make him look more like a normal guy rather than a warlord. I don't know if that... I mean, I remember when the trailer came out, everyone was ripping on that, but I think that was intentional. So everything else about the film is great, except for the finale. So I'd probably give Avengers Infinity War 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely not up there in terms of the best Marvel films. I noticed that all the Avengers films are kind of overstuffed a little bit. This one definitely had a lot going on for it. I liked a lot of aspects, but I didn't like the finale.